I've been a princess in Disneyland for the past 5 years. Ask me anything.
Before we start, be sure to like and subscribe to be the first to know about new videos. Comment your answer below.
How long does hair and makeup take? Do you do guest meet and greets, or do you also get to be in the parade? What was the audition process like? Thank you. Makeup and getting the wig on is about an hour before you go out on set. Parkside princesses, parade princesses, and phantasmic princesses are all separate departments actually. But they hired me to do Parkside as well as for one of the parades. I had a really obscure audition process and didn't actually go to a physical audition. I think I'm one of the only girls I know who didn't do a traditional audition. Thanks for answering. When you do a parade, how badly do your arms burn by the end from the waving? Huh? It is actually all totally choreographed arm motions and dancing, so it is really just muscle memory by the end. But I will say that I have never sweat like that in my life by the end of a parade in the middle of summer. Thank you for making so many people happy. How do you conceal what have to be gallons of sweat dripping off of you during a summer parade? You wipe the sweat off the bottom half of your face by dramatically blowing a kiss, the sides of your face, while pretending to make a surprised face, and put your hands on your face when you see kid dressed up in your costume, and you get the forehead sweat quickly as you are sweeping your hands up above your head for your choreography. Man, that's skill. What is an interaction that has stood out for you? Definitely the Make-A-Wish kids, meeting celebrities, and the kids with super obscure names. The kids who really truly believe in the magic and talk a ton to you about your story are actually more few and far between than you may think, so those stick out too. That's awesome. Can you say what celebrities you have met? Let's see, a few of the big ones are the Beckhams. I actually got to meet them twice, Adele, Chris Hemsworth, all the housewives and playmates, Jennifer Garner, Brad, and Angelina, Amy Poehler, and all the Kardashians, literally Kim, Khloe, Kourtney, Kylie, Kris, and their kids and BFS. Is it weird to meet someone famous, but have to act like they're the one who is excited to meet you? Yes. When Kim K was like, "Can we have your autograph?" I'm like, "But can I have yours?" Have you ever broken character, and if so, why? Never. Like, actually never. Were you close sometimes? Yes. Sometimes I was just over it and a kid would be being a total brat and I wanted to look them in the face and whisper, "This isn't real." But I refrained. Last time I went to Disney World with my children, I decided that the people hired to be Disney princesses had probably the best people skills of any group of humans I've ever met. It seems like you always know the exact right thing to say to a crying child, a sarcastic teenager, a drunk group of college kids, a grumpy parent, a lecherous old man, etc. What kind of training does Disney do to make sure you are so well equipped to handle all different types of people and situations? Or do they just hire people who are already social geniuses? Also, will you all please consider running for office once you retire from Disney? I will definitely consider it. Yeah, they train us for about 60 hours, 3 weeks for 3 weeks at 10 hours a day, before we go out in costume. But seriously, once you put on the costume, something just changes. Like even to this day, it is hard for me to act like Belle just to my friends, but when I'd put the wig and dress on and walk into the park, I just became Belle. It takes time to get your handful of frequent phrases too. So the magic is real. Moment where you feared for your safety on the job? The one time I legitimately felt unsafe was on Christmas Day. I was pulled by management from the front of the park to the Princess Meet and Greet Hall for a couple of sets and had to walk back from the Princess Hall to backstage over by the entrance to Tomorrowland through the park. I was Belle and the park was so crowded that I got stuck on Main Street with people grabbing and pushing me and I physically couldn't move. It was scary low. I eventually just started pushing through and being more forceful to get through everyone. I heard once that Disney has tunnels underneath the park so staff can avoid scenarios like this. Is that true? I think there are more tunnels in Disney World. I only know of one in Disneyland and it's under Tomorrowland. What's the princess you are/have been? Favorite if multiple? Belle and Aurora. Belle was my fave because I could play her to be a bit more adventurous, plus the dress is fun. Aurora is great for those early morning park opener shifts when you are sleepy. Haha. Sleeping would be very in character. We would always joke that it'd be much more in character for people to take a picture next to us while we lay in a bed. Guess that isn't quite Disney look though. I love this. How much of being a Disney princess had bled over into your personal life? Such as vernacular or mannerisms? Take pictures without using princess hands is comical. Like I literally don't know what to do with my hands if they aren't being dramatically posed. Talking to little kids is hard too. I immediately go into princess voice with princess stories. That's awesome. I love the way all the princesses talk to my kids. How many guys hit on you a day? I mean realistically, probably a solid 10. How do you like it? Are the other cosplayers nice? Are you going to quit? Cosplayers lol. I actually recently quit. Hence why I am now breaking the golden rule of not talking about it online lol. The first 2 rules of Princess Club? Never talk about Princess Club. Never talk about apples in front of snow.
You have been visited by Sad Cat. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to make Sad Cat happy again.